So this is a quick video to show you guys how I create my patches. This could probably help you guys out a lot because you can use patches to do a lot of things, like make your designs ahead of time, put some adhesive on the back of it, sell them to clients so that they can adhere it to garments after the fact, so you don't have to embroider on the garments. Sometimes you might get a difficult to embroider garment, and making a patch might be an easier option for you. So as you guys can see, I have two patches right here already created. This is a redo for a client. As you see right here, I didn't trim too close to the satin stitch right here. This is applique. So what I'm going to do now that my patch is created, I'm going to grab this stuff right here. You can get it on Amazon, called Freight Check. I'm going to put the link in the description of the video, and I'm going to unscrew, if I can. Got the bottle of Freight Check unscrewed, and I'm going to run this Freight Check along the edge of this whole design right here. And after I run it along the whole edge of the design, I'm going to wait for the Freight Check to dry, and then after it dries, I'm going to go ahead and trim the patch out of here with my scissors. Okay. So Freight Check, what it does is it acts like kind of like a glue. So it makes it so that if you cut the satin stitch, it won't ruin the design. The satin stitch is going to stay together after if you accidentally cut it while you're trimming real close to the patch. And that's all. That's basically all it does. That's why it's called Freight Check, right? So if the satin stitch starts to fray, it won't ruin the integrity of the satin stitch. Freight Check. All right. So you put this down, wait till it dries, then you trim it, and after you trim it, then you can add on your iron-on adhesive, and I'm going to show you guys that process in a second. All right. Freight Check is all dried. I hovered it over a heat press to speed up the process. You could do that. Don't press it, just hover it. After your Freight Check is dried, you can flip on the other side, and you can take a lighter, and you can kind of like, with the flame on, kind of like go over here real fast to make the loose threads go down. They'll like disintegrate under a lighter. I haven't done that yet, but I'll show you in a little while. And then the next step is to put on our, I guess it's heat and bond, but I don't use heat and bond. I use a generic one, but it's the stuff that kind of makes it have the press-on effect. So I'll show you guys that in a second. So now I'm going to show you guys a technique. Let me find one that has. Okay, so if you guys see all these little loose threads on here, all right. These loose threads on here, I'm going to take my lighter right here, and I'm going to get rid of those loose threads. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but all those loose threads are disappearing, going away. Is this lighter even good? I think I have to move the patch. You generally want to move the lighter around fast. Alright, got this one right here. I think I need a new lighter. Alright. And now we are good to go ahead, and you got to make sure you move the lighter too, because if you don't move the lighter, you're going to burn the patch, especially when a patch has applique on the front of it like this one does. This one has that felt applique right in the middle. If you don't move it around, you're going to burn that felt applique. And this felt applique is really, this fabric right here is really easy to burn. Trust me, I know from experience. I burnt it before on a sweatshirt. But yeah. Alright, so now let's go ahead and let's put on the part that makes it press on. Let's go ahead and put that on. So what I'm going to use is an old piece. You can use a piece of butcher paper or something like that. No, not butcher paper actually. Actually, yeah, you can use butcher paper, or you can use whatever you got. This is an old piece of this paper right here. Alright, so I'm going to put this right here, and I put my patches on there upside down. This is the front side of the patch. This is upside down. Put them on there upside down, and this is going to determine what size I need. Alright, so now I'm going to grab a piece of my, we're just going to call this heat and bond. It has this waxy side, it has a smooth side, and it has like a waxy side. This is the side the glue is on. Actually, let me lay it on here because that's going to determine what size I need. And I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to because this stuff is, I like to save the extra. So let me take this and I'm just going to cut like a little bit. Alright, so I'm only going to need this much. So I'm just going to cut this strip right here. Yeah, I'm going to cut this strip right here. So. And then I can use this one for another thing. And this stuff is real, it's sticky. I don't have my big scissors at the studio. As you guys can see, I'm probably home. I'm home now. So yeah, let me cut this up. Alright, just like that. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this on my heat press like this. Right? And then you lay it on top of here like this, right? And then you just press it. And you press it for 300 degrees for 10 seconds. 300 degrees for 10 seconds, and then you have an iron-on patch. Alright, I'm going to leave a link to where I got this stuff from in the description of the video, guys. Alright, so boom. And the thing is, you don't want to get this on your heat press, so I'm probably just going to cut the edges because I don't want to get it on my heat press. Let me see. Yeah, this is not, I don't have a wide enough piece. Oh, yep. No. Alright, so lay it down on my heat press. The main thing is, trying to make sure they don't overlap. The main thing is you just want to make sure the waxy side, not the smooth side. You can't see it on the camera. The waxy side is covering up the patches, alright? So I got that covered up, the patches not overlapping. Now I can go ahead and press it down for, I got my heat press set to 15 seconds. It's not the right temperature yet, so I'm going to wait till it heats up. And then I'm going to press it down 15 seconds. And then there's one more part where you have to peel off all the extra material. I'll show you. Press should be heated up by now. Let's see. Yep, I got 300 degrees and I changed to 10 seconds. Now, listen, you don't want too much pressure on your platen because you don't want to squish the patches, satin stitches, alright? So just push it in and let's just press it down. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, now this is not an auto open. So now you take this and you let it cool off. Alright. Let it cool off just a little bit. It doesn't have to be so cool, but just let it cool off. Alright. Still a little warm, but now that it's cooled off a little bit, you just go ahead and peel this off. And you see our patch. Our patches are on the adhesive, and the heat, you can kind of see that it's shiny a little bit. So now you're just going to peel the patches off. So you're going to take the edge of the patch. You can see the sticky stuff right here. Alright, you can see it. It's coming off the film. And this is the page that I used over. Alright, so now our patches have the sticky stuff on it. So we're just going to peel off the edges. So I'm just going to go like this. First of all, let me separate one from the rest. Alright, so now I just go like this. And I just peel off the edges. Just remove it. Just like that. Alright. Peel off the extra. You peel it away. You don't pull it off like this, because if you pull it off like this, you could take it off the back. So you just peel away. And when you peel it all away, you're left with the back of the patch like that, and that's the iron on. Well, I'll say press on. Alright, front of the patch. We didn't press it down too hard, so the satin stitch didn't lose any puff. Back of the patch, we got total coverage of the patch with the adhesive, and you see that now it's an iron-on or heat press-on patch. And trust me, guys, what's amazing about these patches is I've never had any of these patches, and I've been doing this for years now. I've never had any of these patches come off in a wash or anything like that. So this is highly effective. All right. No patch has ever come off in a wash. Let me repeat. No patch has ever come off in the wash. So now you take the rest of them and you just do the same thing. Alright, just do the same thing. Boom, boom, boom. Like that. So test it out, you know, make a patch, test it out, and on Friday when we get on live, let me see what you guys created. When we get on our Zoom call, let me see what you guys made on Friday. For those that do embroidery machine, because I know Brittany, I know you don't have an embroidery machine, so yeah. All right, guys. Patch. Last one, because I'm mailing this off this morning. I did this for a client already, and their daughter actually threw away the white ones. I made black ones and I made white ones for him. He used the black ones, and the daughter cleaning up actually accidentally threw away the white ones, so I had to remake the white ones for him. And that's okay with me because extra money for me. Still got a little bit more left.